Hi guys, it's Alexis. Today's back to school video is going to be about high school. So for all your freshmen out there who have questions and or any opinions about entering high school in a few weeks, I have some of those questions written down and I will answer them throughout this video. So without further ado, let's just dive right on it. So freshman year will probably be the most relaxed year for your high school experience, mostly because your guidance counselors are trying to make that transition between middle school courses and high school courses easy for you, and your teachers are going to be a lot more lenient on homework than they are with the upperclassmen. But with that said, please keep on top of your courses. Even if you think they're the most easiest thing ever, keep your GPA in mind. I know a lot of freshmen would hate to worry about GPA, but it's important. It's an important part of high school, and if you plan on getting into a good college or anything, they're going to care about that GPA. A lot of colleges care about how high your GPA is, and you want to be having the highest GPA in your grade, only because that makes you look good not only to colleges but to everything else. Especially if you plan on entering sports, a lot of sports will kick you out of the group if you have a low GPA. If you're not passing your courses, don't do it. But on the subject of sports, join freshman year. Do not wait until you're a junior or you're a senior to join a sport. If you think you're going to like a sport, chances are you're going to love that sport. And my biggest regret of high school was not joining sports when I was a freshman, mostly because come junior year, I was like, wow, I really wish I started cheerleading, or I really wish I played soccer or tennis. And I couldn't, mostly because what's the point? I would have 1 year left of high school afterwards, and I'll be on JV instead of varsity with all my friends. So it's very easy to join sports when you're a freshman than when you are a junior, mostly because you're new and no one knows you yet. And it's a time to make friends and venture off. You're going to enter high school with the only group of friends that you have from middle school, and freshman year is your chance to network with everyone in the high school and become friends with as many people as you can, and really figure out like who you are as a person, who you want your friends to be, and be cautious of the fake ones. If you're athletically or academically gifted, a lot of people will want to be your friend, but they won't be a real friend. Most of them will only want to be your friend to either copy off your test or copy your notes, or just because of popularity. If you're like the high school quarterback on varsity or something, which probably won't happen your freshman year, but will probably happen, you know, when you're an upperclassman, they will only be there for the popularity, not because they actually like you as a person. So just be cautious of who you pick as your friends, and it's okay to lose friends. Like, it's totally okay. And if anyone becomes toxic in your life at any moment, just walk away from them. It's honestly not worth it. High school is stressful as is. You do not need that unnecessary drama. And there will be a lot of drama in high school. And I know that's kind of a stereotype, but it's true. That's why it's a stereotype. There is a lot of drama in high school. And my best advice is just to stay out of it. You do not want any part of it. Focus on your grades, focus on your friends, focus on having fun. Do not focus on the drama that's going on in your high school, because once you're dragged into it, it's a biatch. Alright, I don't want to get demonetized, sorry. Do be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to join that marching band if you're into instruments. It's okay to join chorus and sing your heart out. It's okay to join any sports that you love. It's okay to be the person that you are. High school is all about figuring out who you are as a person and who you are as a female or as a man. You're going through a lot of changes at this point in your life, and you're growing up, and you're going to have hormone changes, and you might hate your parents for a little bit, but they're looking out for you. If they say no to like a curfew, just listen to them. It's for your own advice. Like, I'm serious. I wish I listened to my mom a lot more in high school, only because now, as a 19-year-old, I see what she meant when she told me no, and I did it anyway. She was protecting me from myself. She was protecting me from the heartbreak. She was protecting me from everything that could possibly have gone wrong. She was there to try to protect me from it. And as teenagers, we like to rebel against our parents, and that's okay sometimes too. Figuring out who you are by making mistakes, and that's okay as long as you don't do those mistakes again. Like, high school is a mess. It's a mess, and it's filled with people who either want to bully you, or they just mind their own business, or they just want to be popular, or, you know, whatever. Just be be yourself. Don't try to be like anyone else. Don't try to fake who you are to be friends with somebody else, because they're not your real friends. They don't like your real you. If they don't like the real you, you don't need them. You seriously do not need them. It is 2019. Be yourself. Be happy about it. Be proud of who you are. Because even if you want to join marching band and somebody else thinks it's stupid, so what? They're not doing it. I've known a lot of people who got bullied in high school that was in band, but now they're at like the top music colleges and they're gonna be something. I know so many people who gave up their dreams in high school because somebody else told them it was a stupid idea. Like, do you know how stupid that sounds? Giving up who you are because somebody else told you you shouldn't do it? Don't listen to them. It's your life. We're all just living in it. All right? So if you think that you will enjoy something, chances are you will. You will love it. You will fall in love with it and do it for the rest of your life if you even want to. If you are on football, even if somebody tells you you're bad, so what? Because you could possibly be drafted by the NFL one day. Who knows? Like, things can magically happen for you, and you'll be so happy that you never gave up on what you like. So moving on, avoid seniors. I cannot stress this enough. 18 and 14-year-olds don't mix well. If they just want to be your friend, that's okay. But if a senior guy or girl asks you out on a date, say no. They only want to get in your pants. And I can't stress this enough because it's true. They cannot get with anyone else their own age, either because they are a player or they simply just done something to the point where no one else wants them. And it's kind of a red flag if they can't get anyone their own age, and that's why they're coming to somebody that's 14 years old and is brand new to school and doesn't know who they are. And it will be tempting, but I guarantee you, if you just trust me and tell them no, it will be so much better for you. Like, so many things can go bad with that situation, and a lot of drama can come out of it. Either they have a crazy ex or whatever. And that's another thing about dating in high school. Relationships probably won't last. And I don't say that to be mean. I say that to be true. They probably won't. And if you do happen to find your high school sweetheart, props to you. I'm so happy for you, and I hope everything works out well. But in generalization, for the majority of the time, they won't work out. And that's okay. If you've had your first heartbreak, just go to your mom or watch Netflix, eat some ice cream, indulge yourself in a new hobby, into your sports, into your school, into your friends, and that's fine. But do not give up on finding Mr. or Mrs. Right, because they will be there one day. Maybe not your freshman or your sophomore or your junior year of high school, but maybe your senior, or maybe when you're out of high school. It will come to you, and it's not that big of a deal. You will experience many heartbreaks in your high school, and it's just part of shaping who you are as a person. You will go through a lot of traumatic events, either whether it be heartbreaks, family issues, friendships ended, and they're all going to make your high school experience either traumatic, good, or bad, or whatever, and it's just going to shape who you are as a person, and it is all about how you deal with those emotions. And it's okay to ask for help. If at any point of high school that you feel very upset and depressed, go to your mom, go to your friends, go to a guidance counselor. It's not something to joke about at all. If you're sad, tell somebody. And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be you. You're not a problem. If anyone tells you you are, they're wrong. They're the problem. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to not like high school at all either. Your sophomore year is going to be a slap in your face. Everything's going to get so much harder, and you're probably going to want to hate high school at that point. Freshman year is like the most easiest year, mostly because you're new, and it's okay to make mistakes. Freshman year is okay to make mistakes. If you make those same mistakes senior year, somebody might look at you like you're crazy. Freshman year is like the most forgiven year of high school. But at the same time, keep in mind, anything that happens freshman year will probably follow you into your sophomore and junior and senior year. So if you made a terrible mistake, or some drama happened and it ruins your reputation, it might follow you up. So just be aware of what you do and what you say and how you act, because people aren't really forgiven when it comes to crazy things or things that they could just make fun of because people want to be rude. All right. I think I covered most of it, but mostly high school does not define you. High school does not define who you are as a person, who you're going to be in life, or whatever. High school is a mix of people who don't know what they're doing, and that's okay. It's all okay. It's 2019, but like, just keep in mind that high school does not define who you are as a person. So even if you're getting bullied, or you are the most popular person in school, it doesn't matter once you're out of high school. None of it matters when you're out of high school. The only thing that matters is your GPA and your grades, mostly because of colleges. If you plan on going to college, you gotta keep on top of that starting your freshman year. I'm serious, like, get on top of it. And if you drop out of high school, I do not recommend, I just want to point that out clearly, I do not recommend that. But if you do, get your GED as soon as possible. It's okay if you don't want to go to college. Talk to your parents first. Not saying that's okay for everyone, just saying, like, talk to your parents. Just get your GED. A lot of jobs require either a high school diploma or equivalent. So please, if you do go that route, which I don't recommend, get your GED as soon as possible, though. I'm serious. Like, after high school, you may not realize it now, but there's a lot of stuff that happens after high school as you get older. You're now on your own. You're going to be a legal adult. You're going to college. You're going to have bills. You're going to have student loans. You're going to have a job. All the things you don't worry about when you're a 14-year-old freshman, because jobs don't hire you until you're 16. So you'll probably get your first job junior year at 16. Get your license. When you do that, be cautious, because things do happen, and not to scare you or anything, but car accidents are a real thing. So if you plan on partying all high school, when you get to junior year and you get that car, do not drink and drive. Do not. Especially with your friends in the car. Do not. Do not text and drive. You might think it's cool to tweet and drive or snap and drive. It's not. It's definitely, most definitely not. People can die, and that's not okay at all. So moving off of that topic, differences between freshman and senior year. All right, so freshman year would be the most easiest year academically, and probably will fly by, mostly because you're so excited about high school. You're in with that giddy attitude. You want to be the best person that you can be. You're growing up. You just entered like the last schooling that you have to do, and you're just like, after this I'm done, and that's okay. But sophomore year, you're going to get a slap in reality. You're going to hate high school, either from your experiences of freshman year, and like, I don't know what happens between those months of the summer between freshman and sophomore year, but it changes a lot. It really does. And then junior year, when you get to that, it's mostly, I don't want to be here, but I'm almost done. I have this year and next year, and I'm out. And they're kind of just there to be there. Senior year, you kind of just coasting. You already took all the classes that you needed to graduate. You're just taking the last 3 classes as equivalent. You're going to enjoy that senior option and get an hour early. And we're there for the ride. Senioritis is a real thing. I personally, I didn't go to school all the time. I was an honor and straight A student. I was in AP courses all high school. I had everything else. But when I was a junior, I entered school of technology, which is a great thing. So if your district or county or whatever has a school of technology, join it. Figure out what you want to be in life or what you think you might like in life, and join a school of technology. It's through the school. I got my CNA and my GNA before I even graduated. But that's another reason why I went to senior year, was because I was in there in the School of Technology for my CNA program, and I was forced to go to my senior year, or I would have graduated my junior year. And that's the thing. You can talk to your guidance counselors about it. If you have enough credits, you can graduate a year early, as long as you have enough credits that your school's policies have for you to graduate. I graduated with like 10 extra high school credits that I needed. So it's all that. So join senior op enjoy senior option. Senior option is the greatest. You get out at like 12:30, or at least in my case I did. But school technology is just lovely. You should definitely try it out, especially if you're not sure what you want to go into and you think you might be interested in it. School of Technology kind of allows you to explore that and get a certificate or whatever in it. And if you don't like it, you didn't just waste like $25,000 for a semester in that course. So it's definitely worth it, and it's really fun. It gives you a chance to experience a lot more in your high school stuff. But senior year, I didn't really go to school besides the days I had to go to school tech. Just because I don't know how to describe it, but it happens to the best of us where we're just done. It's our 12th year of school. We're done. We're just riding the wave into graduation, and it flies by fast. So most places start school in August and end in June. I know some counties start in August and end in like late May, and that's okay. But with all that said, I'm not sure if all seniors felt this way, but a majority of me and my friends felt this way. Senior year goes by pretty fast. Like, not in the moment, but like if you take just a moment to just think about what day it is, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been a senior for like 3 months already. It feels like 2 weeks. Or I know after December, from January to June, it went by fast. You got all these fees coming out. You're paying for your cap and gown. You're paying for your senior pictures. You got to do this and you got to do that. And like, it's a lot of stuff you got to do. Prepare for college, fill out applications. And before you know it, all these deadlines are approaching and approaching and approaching. You just got to stay on top of them. So senior year, it goes by pretty fast. And then you're out. And you get to be the wonderful person that you are. Like, you get to finally be you in the world. And my one advice is take something. If your school offers it, my school didn't offer many courses besides like, you know, your general things. Find courses about taxes or anything with credit scores or business or financing or anything, because you're gonna need that in life. I wish my school offered curriculums that taught us more about things in the real world than the powerhouse of the cell. Great, I know the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell, but how do I fill out my 2019 taxes? I don't know. Well, I do know now, but like, they didn't teach us that. They didn't teach us taxes or credits, or that there was even a credit score. And there's 3 different types of credit scores. You would have known, and you can't get anything without them. They don't say anything about FAFSA until like the last year, and like, learn as much as you can about FAFSA. FAFSA is great. You get student loans, which aren't great, but financial aid is wonderful. Student loans, financial aid, yeah. But so all in all, your freshman year isn't the worst year of high school, but you are being introduced to high school. So be cautious, be aware, stick to your friends, get on top of your grades. You can party and you can have a lot of fun, but it's no fun if you're failing or you can't join the sports you want to because your grades aren't good enough. Just stick to them. It's pretty easy to stick to them as long as you put in your time and your effort. I don't think I have anything else to say, but be yourself. And remember, high school doesn't define who you are as a person. It doesn't matter at the end. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please subscribe below, and I'll see you guys soon.